Listen to my command. Head up, no holding, no low blow. Check hand. Good luck.
We're in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division between boxers from New Zealand and Northern Ireland. And the man wearing red is the New Zealand representative, Patrick Mailata, 23 years of age, competing in his second bout in the tournament, and he's facing off against his second home nation's opponent, because in the first preliminary round, he outpointed young Mitchell Barton from Scotland on a unanimous points decision win. This is the first bout of the tournament for the man in blue, Northern Ireland's Stephen McMonagle, 29 years old, part of a 12-strong Northern Ireland boxing team, 8 men and 4 women. That's how that particular team is composed.
Tricky boxer, Mailata. He can box as a southpaw or orthodox. He's quite a talented New Zealand boxer. Worked with him at GB, actually. He's been over, he's represented British Lion Arts in the WSB, World Series boxing. And yeah, he's not a bad kid at all. McMonagle here looks a lot lighter and has probably got to use his movement and doesn't need to be standing and trading against a bigger man. Mailata, gonna wait on his side here, weight advantage should I say. So McMonagle, for me, should be hitting and moving and not standing and trading.
Using that left jab to good effect, he's walked Mailata onto it on a couple of occasions. And Mailata stalking ominously. Roundhouse right wasn't too far away from McMonagle. 3-time national champion of Northern Ireland. Most recent crown coming in 2016.
Decent jab from McMonagle. Good work from him at distance, but then he's got to move his feet. Can't afford to hold his feet. Also, when he's throwing his right hand, doesn't want to be leaning too far over. Mailata, I've seen him in the past deliver some nice right uppercuts. So McMonagle has got to watch out for that shot also.
Second Commonwealth Games for Patrick Mailata. Lost in the first preliminary round 4 years ago against the eventual silver medalist, Big Bad Joseph Goodall from Australia. Here he is, now 1 win away from a place on the medal rostrum. But again, good use of the left hand from McMonagle. There's that same shot once more, shooting it upwards as he crouches down. And this same shot keeps having repeated success, but then here comes the heavy artillery from the man in red, and it's a standing count that is being issued against Stephen McMonagle.
Well, that's a shame, because McMonagle there was landing some lovely jabs, but he just made the mistake of holding the feet afterwards. That's why it's important that he must move the feet.
Now, we should probably point out that taking a standing count isn't necessarily a 10-8 round. It does negate the good work that this man did with the left jab.
Well, Mailata forces the standing count, but I thought McMonagle did okay with his jab in this round. Just got to improve his movement. That's a little bit better, you see, just getting out of the way, but then just gets caught with that sweeping left hook. Towards the end of the round, though, I thought McMonagle worked well with the jab. That's a lovely shot there. But then just held the feet and just gets caught, and that brings about the standing count. But not a lot in the round, Ronald. Not at all.
So real contrasting styles in this. Oh, that's a cracking right uppercut to begin the round from the man in red. That's the shot you highlighted, Richie, and he led with it.
Yeah, he's not bad at all, Mailata. I've seen that on numerous occasions, that right uppercut. So McMonagle got his work cut out here.
The left hook brings about a second standing count. And it's the heavy single shot of Patrick Mailata that are causing problems for McMonagle. Hard left hand dug into the body. And Mailata trying to swarm his man here. McMonagle intelligently tying him up. Just to gain some respite from the pressure that's being sustained. Oh my goodness, well, he's in real trouble here because he's been warned for excessive holding. So that means a point off the outcome of this round against Stephen McMonagle. He's been warned for holding once, he immediately initiates a clinch once again, and maybe he's continued to be shaken up, and now Mailata hits him on the break. The referee's got to take control here.
Oh, he'll take a point here.
And now he's been docked a point for hitting on the break. So in terms of deductions, we are at parity as things stand. Well, let's assume it was the start of the round. This is the 9-9 round now, as both boxers will have had points taken off their totals. Who will win the round? To this point, it's Mailata who has had the better of it with some really eye-catching heavy shots.
McMonagle still choosing to stand and trade after he's delivering some nice shots at distance. I mean, look at that, that's a nice jab there. He's got to keep that going, and maybe the straight right hand also, and concentrate on straight shots, keeping his distance against Mailata. When he comes in, he gets caught. Ronald, he should be staying at distance.
Terrific right hand from Mailata with the final shot of that combination. But again, it's a lovely educated left hand from McMonagle. Good left jab once again from McMonagle. Really is a lovely shot. He's having success with it every time he lets go, but then the trouble is the right hand that came in response was far heavier and more damaging. Oh, well, did the referee say break? Or was it just a natural break that occurred between the two boxers?
I think he did say break, because he's just gesturing there to stand back.
Remember,
so he's lucky lad there.
Most certainly, because he was warned, given a warning for that infringement earlier in the round. An incident-filled second round, where Stephen McMonagle picked up a count. Then he was given a warning for excessive holding, and then Patrick Mailata was given a warning for hitting on the break.
Does some good work at distance, does McMonagle. Then it all comes undone there, leaning forward with the head. Hitting on the break there, Mailata knew, he apologised, and rightly so. The referee gives him a warning.
Well, warnings notwithstanding, given that a standing count was issued against Stephen McMonagle, it's probably Mailata who took that round. One warning apiece. Now remember, in the new AIBA rules, there is no limit to the amount of standing counts that can be issued, although a maximum of 3 standing counts will be given in any single round. Under old rules, if 3 standing counts were assessed against the boxer, the contest would be over. Now there is no limit in men's elite boxing. In women's and junior boxing, a maximum of 4 standing 8 counts can be issued before the contest is over. Issued against one boxer, of course. Good right hand again from Mailata. It's so eye-catching when he jolts the man's head backwards like that, and he runs him into a left jab. McMonagle beaten to the punch. That particular punch on that occasion, that's been his best weapon all contest long, the left jab.
Both boxers need a dominant round here. Probably McMonagle needs it more than Mailata, who's landed the better shots. I think Mailata knows he's had that point deducted in the previous round and has come out on that front foot. But McMonagle, again, working well at distance. He's got to keep this going and not fall in on his work. So he works very well with the jab, does McMonagle.
Same shot in response. Now again, a call of stop, and a left hand slammed into the rib cage from the man in red. That's unsurprisingly, given the country he represents, Patrick Mailata first sport was rugby, only turned to boxing after a knee injury. It meant that he couldn't compete in the 15-man code. It's quite an impact he's made. 3 national titles in New Zealand, and a second place finish in the Continental Championships in 2015.
Just getting away with there, McMonagle. Tried to land that right hand over the top, falls in, but Mailata couldn't find that uppercut. Bit scrappy on the inside. Looking for that right hand over the top here, McMonagle. He knows just a last shot at it. They're both looking to land. There's that right uppercut from Mailata. But McMonagle is just hesitating slightly, just looking for that one last right hand, and if he can land it.
Both boxers trying to let their hands go. It's untidy. The more fest at close range. But an incident-filled contest. In the super heavyweight quarter-final, the winner will go through to the final 4 where Fraser Clark awaits. But more importantly for the boxers in this contest, the winner has guaranteed themselves a Commonwealth Games medal. And given that Patrick Mailata was eliminated in the first preliminary round 4 years ago, well, that will feel sweet indeed. One suspects that he's going to be declared the victor in this contest. Stephen McMonagle's jab really was an eye-catching and impressive shot.
Yeah, did some good work with the jab, McMonagle. It just falls in there, you see. And Mailata probably did the better work in that round also. Just misses with his right uppercut there. It's a bit untidy. But overall, I think Mailata has won this one.
So Patrick Mailata has assured himself of a Commonwealth Games medal by defeating Northern Ireland's Stephen McMonagle, a unanimous points decision winner. And look at that with the warnings and the standing counts, 29-23, a massive margin for some of the judges in favour of the man from New Zealand. Michael Kenny took super heavyweight gold back in the 1990 edition of the Commonwealth Games. This man has a chance now to emulate him. He's through to the final 4. He'll face off against Fraser Clark, but it's at least Commonwealth Games bronze for Patrick Mailata of New Zealand. Stephen McMonagle eliminated in his first contest at the quarter-final stage. So there's confirmation of the 4 medalists in the super heavyweight tournament. The question remains now, what colour will it be? Kedi Agnes came through an absolute slugfest against the reigning World Championship bronze medalist from Cameroon, Arsène Foku Fosso. Declared a 4-1 decision winner where both men really tested the chins of one another. But as we prepare to wrap up here from the Oxenford studios, we'll leave you with images from the 12th session of boxing, where everybody in action, or all of the winners we saw during this session, have guaranteed themselves medals in the 2018 Commonwealth Games boxing tournament. For Richie Woodall, I'm Ronald McIntosh, and on behalf of the rest of the team, we thank you for staying with us, and we'll see you again very soon.